Chapter 13 Sound Part 2 Propagation of Sound and Human Ear by Manpreet Kaur. Children, in part 1 we have studied production of sound, that how is sound produced. Sound is produced by a vibrating body. And we have also studied that in humans sound is produced by a voice box or a larynx. In this part, we'll study propagation of sound. How does the sound propagate? Sound needs a medium to propagate or travel. Medium like solids, liquids and gases. But sound cannot travel through vacuum. What is vacuum? Children, if air has been completely removed from a vessel or from a container or from a room, it is said to be vacuum. Now let us understand this with your NCERT book activities. Activity 13.7. Take a metal or glass tumbler. Make sure that it is dry. Place a cell phone in it. Ask your friend to give a ring on this cell phone from another cell phone. Listen to the ring carefully. Now, surround the rim of the tumbler with your hands. Put your mouth on the opening between your hands. Indicate to your friend to give a ring again. Listen to the ring while sucking air from the tumbler. Does the sound become fainter as you suck air? Remove the tumbler from your mouth. Does the sound become loud again? We observed that sound becomes fainter than the earlier when we try to suck air. But when we remove tumbler from our mouth, the sound again becomes loud. Thus, sound needs a medium to travel. Now next is activity 13.8. Take a bucket or a bathtub, fill it with clean water. Take a small bell in one hand. Shake this bell inside the water to produce sound. Make sure that the bell does not touch the body of the bucket or the tub. Place your ear gently on the water surface. Can you hear the sound of the bell? Does it indicate that the sound can travel through liquids? Yes, we can hear the sound of the bell, which indicates that sound can travel through liquids. That is why, children, water animals such as dolphins, whales communicate through water, because sound can travel through water, okay, or through liquids. Next activity. Activity 13.9. Take a meter scale or a long meter rod and hold its one end to your ear. Ask your friend to gently scratch or tap at the other end of the scale. Can you hear the sound of the scratching? Ask your friends around you if they were able to hear the same sound. Yes, we find that we can hear the sound of the scratch. But the people standing around us cannot hear the same sound, as we can say that it is limping, not audible to them. This activity shows that sound can travel through solids. The solids can be of any type. It can be a wooden table or a metal table, a wooden scale or a metal scale, or a string like a toy telephone. So sound can travel through the medium, all the mediums, solid, liquid and gas, but it cannot travel through vacuum. The next is, how do we hear sound? Of course, we hear sound through our ear, but how? So let us first understand the structure of a ear. The human ear can be divided into three parts: outer ear, middle ear and inner ear. Outer ear consists of a funnel shaped structure called pinna with an ear canal and eardrum. Eardrum is a thin stretched membrane like structure. Okay. Next is middle ear. Middle ear consists of three bone structure called ossicles. Inner ear consists of cochlea and auditory nerve. Now, how does the ear work? Let us understand the working of a ear. So, first, the sound waves or vibrations are collected by the funnel-shaped structure called pinna. These waves travel along the ear canal and reaches the eardrum. It makes the eardrum vibrate. Eardrum sends these vibrations to the inner ear. In inner ear, ossicles amplify these vibrations. Next, the cochlea turn these vibrations into electrical signals. Then, last, the auditory nerve takes the signals to the brain. So, this is how we hear. Now, let us understand the working of eardrum with an activity 13.10. Take a plastic or tin can. Now, this plastic or tin can will act as your ear canal. Cut its end and stretch a piece of rubber balloon. Now, this rubber sheet or a balloon sheet will act as your eardrum. Okay. Stretch a piece of rubber balloon across one end of the can and fasten it with a rubber band. Put 4 or 5 grains of dry cereal on the stretched rubber. Now ask your friend to speak something from the open end. Observe what happens to the grain. Why do the grain jump up and down? The grains jump up and down because of the vibration caused underneath the rubber sheet. Okay, the stretched rubber sheet. Thus, when sound waves fall on the eardrum, it starts vibrating back and forth rapidly. That is oscillatory motion. This activity shows how eardrum vibrates and passes these vibrations to other parts of the body, other parts of the ear. So far we have learned that sound is produced through vibrations. In humans, sound is produced by the voice box or larynx. Sound needs medium to propagate, like solid, liquid, and gas. It cannot travel through vacuum. We hear sound through a ear. And we have also understand the working of a ear.